Hello classmates, this is Bennett Taylor. I hope everybody is staying safe during this coronavirus quarantine and practicing proper social distancing. Today I'm presenting on ImClone's insider trading scandal. Just to start off, insider trading is defined as the illegal practice of trading on the stock exchange to one's advantage through having access to confidential information. Insider trading is considered a securities fraud, and in today's laws, corporate fraud is a type of theft or larceny. Why is this unethical? Insider trading is unethical because it gives the insider an unfair advantage over the rest of the market. This advantage allows the insider to artificially influence the value of a company's stock. The broader market, i.e. the other shareholders and investors, are seen as the victim in this case because the prices are screwed due to one party's access to insider information. Just some background of ImClone as a company. ImClone Systems was a biopharmaceutical company who developed biological medicine, mainly in the area of oncology. Samuel D. Waxall founded this company in 1984, and on December 28, 2001, their stock fell 16% after the FDA failed to pass an approval of their leading pharmaceutical drug, Erbitux. Erbitux is actually now a supplement intended to treat colon cancer. CEO and founder Samuel Waxall, only a few days prior to the FDA's public announcement of this drug not getting approval, actually sold $5 million worth of his own stock in the company, and also advised his daughter, Eliza Waxall, to sell $2.5 million of her own stock in the company, and his father, Jack Waxall, to sell $8.1 million of his own stock in the company. Sam Waxall was not the only executive involved in this case. John Landez also sold $2.5 million of his own stock, and Ronald Martell also sold $2.1 million of his own stock. Although these corporate executives were more in tie with the company and more involved in the case, Martha Stewart was actually the one who ended up taking the spotlight in this case. She was tipped off only a few days prior to the public announcement by the FDA by her broker at Merrill Lynch, Peter Bakavinoff. And she ended up later that day, she ended up selling $230,000 worth of her shares in the company and actually avoided a loss of $45,000 from the stock plummeting. So punishment for insider trading kind of varies case by case and can really depend on the severity and the involvement of the offender, but there's pretty much three outcomes. You could be fined by the SEC, you could be banned from sitting on the board of directors or the executive of a company, or you could even be jailed in some cases. In this case, all the offenders were actually jailed. Stewart and Bakanovic were sentenced to 5 months in prison, followed by 5 months of in-home confinement, followed by another 2 years of probation. Additionally, Martha Stewart paid the SEC a fine of $195,000, which was 4 times more than the original sum that she wouldn't have lost by selling her stock. And Samuel Waxall got a much crueler punishment, being the CEO and founder and the main person in this case. He was sentenced to 7 years and 3 months in federal prison. Just to kind of put it in perspective, insider trading is not very uncommon. According to the SEC's website, there were around 500 cases of individuals or companies breaking security laws, the top offense being insider trading. More recently in the news, North Carolina Senator Richard Burr and Georgia Senator Kelly Loeffler actually dumped a large amount of stocks right after a coronavirus briefing. The SEC actually has an act in place, the Securities Exchange Act, to try and deter people from committing insider trading. This act allows the SEC to give a reward similar to a bounty to anyone who gives the commission any information regarding people doing insider trading. Before I let you guys go, I just wanted to remind everyone to wash their hands and not touch their faces.